Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching again. Been a really busy week this week. I've had some highs, some lows. Showed you a couple of videos this week of us doing a bit more of the machining side rather than me just yapping on. Got quite a lot of the long-term builds well on their way now. We've had some parts turn up that we've been waiting for ages. Really annoying that when you sort of got bits lying about and engines half done and you're waiting on parts coming from Europe, and a bit of a nightmare at the moment, but all's good this week. Made some real good progress. Had a couple of nightmares, one being a near disaster. Definitely going to do a video on that in the next couple of days and show you what's happened there, but I won't go too much into it now. But all's good. Today's been a good day. Got to mid-afternoon and then this happened. So the roll cage has finally arrived for the MNR, and as you can see, it looks so much better. I think a lot more safer. As it says, it's come in sort of bits here, so we've duct taped it together. It sort of mounts at the back there. You've got the back hoop which welds to this plate here, and obviously the front legs weld into the floor once we put the plate in the bottom. We've got to take the sides off, weld a plate into the side here, and then you've got sidebars that come around the side. So yeah, that's all good. Can't wait to get that done, looking proper racy. We'll get that all tacked up and pull it out, get it all painted up and then welded in properly, and that's going to look proper trick. Can't wait to tear our surrounding that. So yeah, the point of today's video is another warranty claim, unfortunately. The reason for this video, I know we've been through this before, but why you should follow or listen, what we like people to just listen to what we ask them to do for a warranty. I know we've been through on the last videos, we've been through what's a warranty consists of and what's asked from the customer and what we've got to do for the warranty, but this is a beauty. This is a typical warranty claim where the customer just hasn't listened to what we've asked them and they haven't read the invoice. To be honest with you, this customer hasn't gone about it like on the last video, so I'm not going to mention. I know I had a couple of negative comments on the first warranty video of calling him a male Karen. Not going to do that this time because he's actually been all right, but could have done with sort of listening. Whether he didn't listen and didn't do what, or has tried it, the sort of pull the wool over our eyes again, I don't know, but basically this is what's happened. Did an engine mid-June. Not going to mention the customer, obviously. Not even going to mention the engine. Just going to tell you what sort of engine it is. And going to tell you the reason why we're not too keen on doing this type of engine anymore, for exactly the reason I'm about to say. It was a typical, what we call a modern diesel engine. Had a big end gone, so it's knocked a big end out on the crank. It did turn out that it was a faulty injector. We said to the customer, and this one particular engine, the only reason we do get involved with it is because we've got a supplier that supplies a full engine kit for really sensible money, and we know the parts are good, so we don't mind doing this particular engine, obviously under all the terms and conditions. Repaired it for sensible money, obviously a year's warranty. Guy's gone away, said to him, you need to renew the injectors. Probably going to get some comments on this, but I don't ever recommend servicing the injectors. I'm sure, absolutely fine, but we have had a couple of occasions where second-hand injectors have been serviced and they can still give a problem, although they test okay. So we just recommend go away, buy 4 new injectors, obviously on a 4-cylinder, get your turbo reconditioned, obviously make sure the DPF's good, the EGR's good, all those things. And that's what you need there to keep your warranty up on the engine. Yep, he'll do that. Guy will do that. Goes away, this was mid-June, obviously takes the engine away, it was invoiced, picked it straight up, gone. Away he goes. He's going to fit it himself. He's a mechanic. 3 months later, brings me up, engine's failed again. Did you replace the injectors? Yeah, of course I did. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. Had the engine back. First of all, on the phone, when I said bring the engine back, oh, he was a bit sort of took by that, you know. Basically, it was sort of, yeah, had this engine done. It's only, I've hardly done any miles. Hardly done any miles. You always hear that. Had it done, you know, 3 months ago, and it's gone pop again. How quick can you get a replacement engine to me? I said, no. You've got to get your engine back to us. We'll investigate. If it turns out it's a part failure or a build issue, not a problem. First thing we do is get the engine back, take an oil analysis, get that sent off fairly rapidly and get an analysis on that. Anyway, we took the head off, hole in the piston. Turns out there's diesel in the oil, which there probably is going to be if there's a hole in the piston. When it got down to it, I hadn't replaced the injectors. Reckons he'd got put a good second-hand one in the one that was knackered before. So there we go. Wasn't very happy when I rang him and gave him the bad news. Then he sort of backtracked a little bit and sort of eventually I got the truth out of him. And then he was very, when I said, you know, we can either build this or send it and get an exchange one, whatever, he was, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine, yeah, just let me know the bill. So, I don't know, what do you reckon? It almost seems like he was sort of trying to pull the wool over our eyes, but this is what I mean with this type of engine. This is one of the reasons why we don't get involved with this type of engine, because there's too much around it, around the engine, that can bugger the engine up. When you quote one of these modern diesels now, you know, you're talking from sort of getting around £2,000 to £3,000, depending what it is. But by the time you've replaced all the injectors, which can be £250 each, and you've replaced the DPF or had the DPF cleaned, and you've sorted the EGR out and the turbocharger, you're looking at £5,000 or £6,000. You know, a lot of these engines that we get, we do quotes for. You know, they're in vans that are probably only worth £5,000 or £6,000. So, you know, it's not really worth it. You know, the profit in it is, I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of the time, what I normally do is I ring places like Iversur, Vega, places like that, see if they can do an engine. Generally, if they don't get involved with a particular engine, we don't get involved with it, because it means, you know, they're dealing with engines like this day in, day out, whereas we focus more on the performance and the classic stuff. So if they do get involved with an engine, we obviously get a price. Then I go back to our suppliers, find out how much the bits are and where the bits are from, and then work out how much they're going to cost. And a lot of the time, to be honest with you, it works out that there's probably only, to do it at the same price, there's probably only 8-10 hours labour in it. It ain't worth us doing it, to be honest with you. You know, it's not just doing the engine, it's then you've got a year it's hanging over your head, and you're sort of relying on these customers going away and doing everything you ask them to do. There we go. That's another one. Don't want to complain too much and go on about warranties, and I don't want you guys to think that we're getting warranty claims left, right and centre on stuff, because we're really not. This is a coincidence, I mean, that we've had 2 in the space of a month. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching again, and thanks ever so much for your likes and comments and subscriptions, and feel free to leave comments below on what sort of content you want us to put in our videos, and we're more than willing to do it. Really appreciate all the positive comments, and I also appreciate the negative comments. You know, you learn by it, and yeah, thanks very much, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.